Life with Ben, only on PTV.
Ah, there goes Sherry doing more crafting.
She's also ignoring you.
Yeah, and she does it really well. Look at, you know what? I feel like we're doing like an episode of Sesame Street, or was it Mr. Rogers, where they did one of these things is not like the other. Is that Sesame Street, right?
That's Sesame Street.
All right. We are we are doing a taste test or a taste sampling of Kraft macaroni and cheese. The one on the right is from the United States. The other three are from Canada.
Yeah, they call it Kraft dinner.
I'm looking at these two, and this is pretty interesting. The Kraft macaroni and cheese dinner really doesn't show anything as far as what's inside, but if you look at the ingredient list, you can see a lot of different weird things. This says, the Canadian one says, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. What does the back look like with the ingredients? Well, the back actually has a nice, that one like that. And the ingredients are nice and clear. But then if you look at the American version, there's sodium triphosphate, milk protein concentrate, and things like that. So it's different. See, I don't even know if this one has turmeric. Yeah, it does. It does. But that's the American? Yeah, it's not labeled at all, but the Kraft dinner. What's the other stuff look like? That's the same thing. No artificial preservatives, flavors, and colors. I don't know if the same can be said about the American version.
Wow, they do look the same.
Yeah.
I better put the noodles in here.
Melt the butter.
No. The butter needs to,
Yeah, I know.
melt. Well, melt, you stupid butter. Not supposed to use frozen butter, but we're not making Grand Gourmet either. You do know the butter's not melted yet. Oh well.
It's okay.
I'll put the chigu in there.
That is really orange.
We're not making real food, you guys.
Okay, so this is the American, and we're going to be doing the one from Canada next.
This stuff is way overcooked. Way overcooked noodles.
How much butter did you put in this one?
A tablespoon.
Compared
Compared
to
4 tablespoons in that
Let's
one.
get the cheese dust in here.
Do you have to put milk in this thing too?
Yes.
Third.
A third of a cup.
Yeah.
Oh my. Compared to how much milk in the American one?
A quarter.
That's really strange. I wonder if the powder is broken down differently.
Probably has like more milk solubles, dry milk, powder.
Well, they look similar. But this one looks creamier.
Yeah.
And yet there were fewer liquids in it. A tablespoon versus 4 of butter here, and a third of a cup of milk here, compared to the quarter
Well,
of a
the
cup.
noodles I think are overcooked on this.
Was it a half a cup here?
No, quarter cup.
Quarter cup. Okay, so there was a little more milk in this one.
Yes. Okay, let's get some little plates out. Let's plate it up.
So which is which? This is the American version. This is the Canadian version.
Canada's right there.
Okay, so. Oh, okay, that's yours, Doug.
Yeah, I touched it because I went with that.
Okay, I'm gonna try O Canada first. try Oh Canada.
All right. And now,
America.
okay, hold your opinion. Arnie.
I'm trying American first. And then Canadian.
Canadian first.
And the American.
I'm gonna try Canada first. Okay, then the American. All right, Doug, what are you reading there?
I need to know there's a significant difference between the two.
There is.
There is, the American has more of a tang and it actually tastes more cheesier, while Canada tastes like cardboard. And I don't know if it's a salt thing, or it's a tang thing, or it's a sugar thing.
Arnie? The colors are slightly different too.
There is.
The American is a little bit more orange.
More orange, yeah. Canadian's more yellow. Yeah, there's a definite difference in flavor.
Sherry, what do you think?
American's got more salt in it.
No.
Oh, I agree. The
tastes
American
saltier.
tastes saltier.
It tastes saltier, but it isn't. Has exactly 560 milligrams.
Except that those serving sizes are different on the boxes. You can't compare them.
I know, but I'm looking at how many milligrams it still has in it. They're exactly the same.
I like the American better.
The American is definitely better.
Cheesier, yeah.
For our palate, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I know the American version compared to the Canadian version, but I have to agree. The American does taste a little bit better. And I don't know why that is. Can you figure it out?
There is something in there that is like a weird flavor.
Yeah, so you got Canada and you've got the United States. I guess they should be like this, so Canada's on top.
America's is better.
I have to agree with you guys. I mean, as far as a boxed macaroni and cheese,
It even says, the taste you'll love.
and is there anything that says that on the Canadian one?
It just says Kraft dinner.
All right, so
I figured it out. This is a half a stick of butter, and I use salted butter and full, really good stick of real butter. It gave it more of a creaminess and richness, where this is bland as can be. The Canadian one was only a tablespoon. This is 4 tablespoons. It was the butter that made a huge difference.
Salted butter, which is
So-
why it was saltier.
Yeah, it's saltier.
That-
So this is it's saltier. The American was saltier because it had more salty butter than the Canadian one. The Canadian one is bland. 'Cause
That-
it doesn't have that much butter.
that makes sense.
How did it coagulate?
See, there's so much butter on it. It still glistens. It hasn't coagulated. Where this one is already dry. It's all gross. Ugh.
We're not gonna sample the other two right now because based on what we just sampled, I think we've figured out what we needed to find out on this one, and that is that we prefer the American version versus the Canadian version. So much for international foods. Remember, adventure is out there.